Speech off.
So, my friends, this is the next video here relating to the subject of sins. I just feel I have to put it right after. This one I'm going to title, Father, I have sinned, and no one will have a go at me. And of course, as always, I started with a little story. Many, many years ago, when I was still in boarding school, we had one what you would call them in English, supervisor, carer, one lady who basically looked after us, and we were teenagers. And she had a little son, maybe 2 years old, and often when we would sit around, she would tell us about him. And one day she would come and she would talk about what her little boy has done. And she was laughing really lovingly and told us how I don't know if he was cheeky, or I think he accidentally didn't make it to his potty and pooped in his room. And he went up to Mummy, grabbed her by the hand, and took her into the room and showed her. And she said, she just cleaned it up and praised him for showing her what he's done. And she said that she did never have a go at him because of that. She said if she doesn't have a go at him, he will not be afraid to show her that he's done something silly. But he will know that he can trust her and that she still loves her, even though he has pooped in the room. And I remember back then I was so impressed, because I always remember when we did things wrong at home and parents discovered, or we showed them, or we admitted it in some way, they would have a go at us. And I was in awe of that carer or supervisor, that she was so amazing with the little boy. I almost envied that he had such a nice mother. And I believe that this is the same with God. I can't remember what it was about, but one of these days I sat here in my prayer and kind of dwelled in God's presence. And when I do that, I often find when I sit in His peace that things come up that I'm being shown that need to be worked on, transformed, changed, whatever. And I cannot remember what it was about, but something came up from deep within me, like a big lump and like a knowingness, was, my, how can I say, it was something that I have done out of choice that was not good. I can't say anything anyhow else because I can't even remember what it was, but I felt that horrible feeling of guilt that I've done something that, was basically, let's say, bad or wrong. And something in me wanted to hold on and kind of hide it back again. And then I just realized if I pluck up the courage and hand it over to God, He won't be angry and He will transform it. He will either go and heal the people who I've maybe hurt, or, heal me from what I've done. And so I handed that over. I just said, Father, take that. I give it to you. And please help out. And I felt a big, big relief from, lighter within me that, I handed the situation over to Him, basically. And that's what I believe. And I know for myself now that having the courage to hand our stuff over to God is so important. And letting go of the idea that He will punish. He doesn't punish like that. I think He punishes people who are really, truly want to be evil because, but even though when they one day admit that actually that was a bit bad of me, I was evil, can you please forgive me? At some point He will forgive everyone because He loves all of His creation, all of His children. And learning to trust that and learning to sense, first of all, His peace. And then through purification, we will be able to accept and drink His love that He has for us.
Speech on.